All hail Satan. Satan is your savior. I want to tell you a story out of Florida about two girls, one age 11, one age 12, who were not only best friends, but they were into the occult, devil worshiping, and both had decided that they wanted to speed up their souls being sent straight to hell so they could be with Satan. So, an 11 and a 12-year-old girl at Barton Middle School had formed a pact that they were going to hide in the school, surprise and jump out, kill and mutilate younger children, smaller, weaker students. They wanted to kill not one, not five, not 10, but up to as many as 15 different students, and then line their dead bodies in the foyer of the school in a circle, and then draw a pentagram with their blood after they both consumed a goblet of their blood and tasted the flesh of their enemy. Might sound like a joke. Might sound like something that that you make a movie out of, movie of the week on some kind of cable network show. Well, unfortunately, this case is 100% real. It really happened, and by the grace of of God, I guess, they were stopped just before they put the entire plan into motion. A tip had come in anonymously from a couple of fellow students who had heard the two over talking during a break between classes and tipped off the authorities and the school to what they were planning. The school initially thought, this is just, they're 11, 12 years old. They're just joking around. This isn't serious. They didn't take it seriously at all. As a matter of fact, the very first person who received the tip, the school resource officer, actually thought, well, they're girls. They talk about things like this. What we worry about is the 11 and 12-year-old boys who are going to, shoot up the school and would probably do something like this. But not two little girls. 11 and 12. I stress that, all right? When they were caught, with them hiding in the girls' bathroom, they were waiting until the last class came out, and some of the students would eventually filter into the bathroom to use it after the last class of the day. They were found with not one, but 3 machetes, 2 long kitchen knives, a cleaver, a hammer-like thing that is used in satanic rituals that has pentagrams on both sides of it. And it's kind of like a meat tenderizer, but it's a hammer. It's got a blunt pointed in on one side and a square mallet in on the opposite side. Yeah, they bought it off of eBay. They were also caught with other weapons, no guns, but the other instruments, and along with that, the items in the duffel bag that they had 2 metal chalices with satanic writing on them and pentagrams on the actual cups. When the authorities removed them from the bathroom, they weren't happy. They weren't sad. They weren't shocked. They weren't even, it'd be like, yeah, okay, well, we got caught. And they led them out of the school. They supposedly, according to text messages back and forth, had even talked about eating the flesh of their victims to make sure that they had ended up in hell for what they were doing. Yes, as scary as this is, and it may sound like complete crap to you, look it up. You are obviously on the internet, so watching this video, you have Google. Their end plan, after they lined the foyer up with the dead students and consumed their flesh and drank their blood to speed their travels onto hell, they were planning to commit suicide in the middle of a pentagram that they had drawn out with the students' blood. Now, this wasn't just talk, and it wasn't like over a weekend. It's like, we hate everybody, we're going to do this. No. They had planned this out long in advance. So long, yeah, they had actually purchased items off of eBay to do this and planned out how and when they would attack. They had planned to be in that bathroom to attack as many as 2 students from that last class of the day. Then hide in a closet next to the gymnasium to surprise girls who may be going in for extra study hall, because they had an after-hours study group that met in the gymnasium on off days when it wasn't being used for volleyball or basketball practice. They had planned to hide there, and they wanted to kill up to as many as 15 students. Where did we all go wrong? What is next? If it wasn't for this, these couple of students who reported these anonymous tips and someone finally taking it serious, would we be looking at a mass casualty, event in Barton, Florida, because that was committed by 2 girls who wanted to speed their trip to hell in the name of Satan? I don't know.